Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Alhamdulillah Rabbil Alameen. Wassalatu wassalamu ala Muhammadin Rasulullah alladhi ba'athahu Allah rahmatan lil alamin wa ala ahli baytihi wa ashabihi wa man amila bima ja'a bihi wa alima bima ja'a bihi ila yawmiddin. We praise Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala and we solicit these prayers for peace, prosperity and security for the greatest of the great, the greatest messenger that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has commissioned, who is a mercy, an infinite mercy for that matter, and a savior if his religion, his creed, his attitude, his behavior, his conduct, his worldview, his ability to interact with anybody, and the strength of the book, the readable book, understandable book, called the Al-Quran, which Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has given him through the angel, or revealed to him through the angel Jibril, which constitutes the primary constitution for everything for a Muslim. We pray that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala shower his blessings upon him and upon anyone or anybody who follows, man or woman, boy or girl, reaching the age of majority. May Allah shower his blessings, guidance upon all. I must thank the executive of the Islamic Club. But before that, I must extend my sincere greetings to the principal of the school, the management, and the respectable teachers, and to you, the respectable students, boys and girls. But a special thanks to the Islamic Club for a job well done by mobilizing their efforts and bringing all these people on board, either a member of the club or not. But as long as we belong to that deen called Islam, this is a great achievement. And may Allah just prosper it, and may Allah increase you with the strength, the wisdom, the passion, the determination to move on with your endeavors, that is your efforts, to include everybody in this club so that you can cultivate, you can develop, you can know at the end of the day that each of you, it is a responsibility upon you, to practice this deen and to extend the knowledge of this deen to your fellow man, the woman. On that note, I must pause a bit to ask you, because this matter of using English as a medium, especially when it comes to Islamic lectures, it's not something that is admirable to me. It's not something that I like. But you are gonna foot the bill. You invited me, so I have not like to impose what I want upon you. But do you want me to conduct the entire lecture in English language, which might either be above your level or be either under your level? Or do you want me to use Mandinka? Because the topic given to me is a very, very significant, important topic. And it must be well understood. No, we don't need an argument because we don't need to waste time. We just want your opinion. Huh? Okay, they say let me use English, but it must be a primary school English, isn't it? I will try because using the primary school English will just be like asking me to fly in the air. Well, anyway, I will try. And my greetings to Mr. Jaro, the teacher beside on my left side, Ustaz Jaju, my colleagues, venerable colleagues. A special thanks to them for encouraging the students to be part of this August occasion, for this blissful event today. The topic that I am given or I am asked to discuss with you or to share my ideas with you or my thoughts is called the importance of Salah. Yeah, that is the importance of Salah. I think all of you know what is Salah, isn't it? Yeah. And all of you, either one time or another, you are performing Salah, isn't it? Yeah. But you are seeing somebody standing and doing actions. Standing, reciting, bending down, prostrating, coming up again, repeating the same time 5 times daily. And in the course of the night, as much as he can, or as many as he can, that is called nothing. But what is prayers? And what is the importance of prayers? Please, this topic is very important. I want you to give me your ears and your mind, not only your physical body. In fact, my respected Ustaz, Sheikh, actually what he was saying is this. If you are not serious with what we are saying, it will just be a matter of hearing something with your ears, but you will never understand, much less for it to be a cause of change in your life. So you must be very careful and be very attentive. This is why the Quran says, وَإِذَا قُرِئَ الْقُرْآنُ فَاسْتَمِعُوا لَهُ وَانصِتُوا لَعَلَّكُمْ تُرْحَمُونَ. Whenever the Quran is recited, make sure that you are internally and you are externally attentive to what is being recited, so that you can understand the meaning, and that meaning will be a cause to change you. Because when that happens, لَعَلَّكُمْ تُرْحَمُونَ, you may be among those who Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has blessed. You get the point? Yes. So this is why it's very good for you to be very attentive and stop this petty talks aside. Huh? Well, it's difficult to control girls and boys when they are at this age. But anyway, you must try to just diminish the unnecessary talking. What is Salah? Well, in Arabic, linguistically, that is in the Arabic language, when you say as-salat, because we think that Salat is just the actions that you do 5 times daily. But Salat is more than that. Because Salat is your GSM. It is your mobile phone. It is your gum cell and your gum cell, your Afri cell, your Q cell, and name all the cells in the world that connects you to your ears. Because prayers must change you. This is why the Quran says, "Utlu ma uhiya ilayk." أُتْلُ مَا أُوحِيَ إِلَيْكَ وَأَقِيمَ الصَّلَاةَ إِنَّ الصَّلَاةَ تَنْهَى عَنِ الْفَحْشَاءِ وَالْمُنكَرِ. Recite what has been revealed to you in the book, and perform prayers accordingly and daily as it is prescribed by Muhammad. Because in Islam, every form of worship has an importance mentioned by the Quran itself. وَأَقِيمِ الصَّلَاةِ, you must perform prayers. Because why? He says, إِنَّ الصَّلَاةَ, because prayers, tanha, will be a preventative measure. Will prevent you, tanha anil fahsha'i, will prevent you from involving in evil, wal munkar, and something that is malicious or bad. But look what Allah is saying. وَلَا ذِكْرُ اللَّهِ, but to be remembering, to be conscious to be in Allah's consciousness all the time, even out of prayers. Akbar is greater than everything. This is why Allah says, Wallahu ya'lamu ma tasna'un. Allah knows whatever you are doing or what you are professing. Very careful. So this is a very important verse in the Quran that tells you the importance of prayers. Tanha anil fahsha'i wal munkar. Because it is your connection to Allah. This is why when Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala sent any prophet, especially Musa alayhi salam wa Muhammad sallallahu alayhi wa sallam, the first thing that Allah would tell that messenger is just perform prayers for my sake to remember me. This is why in Surah Taha, if I'm not mistaken, verse number 14, look what the Quran is telling Musa. Innani ana Allah, la ilaha illa ana fa'abudni wa aqim as-salata lidh-dhikr. There is no God except I. There is no creator except I. There is nothing that should be worshipped except I. So therefore devote yourself to me, but perform prayers to remember me. How are you going to remember Allah? And this is why when Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam was commissioned, was sent by Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, the first chapter of the Quran, who knows what is the first chapter of the Quran? Surah Al-Alaq is the first chapter of the Quran. And in this first chapter of the Quran, listen to what Allah is saying. أَرَأَيْتَ الَّذِي يَنْحَى عَبْدًا إِذَا صَلَّى. Am I to inform you, or are you informed of the condition or a state of mind of a person who is preventing my servant whenever that servant is connecting or whenever that servant is praying? So the first thing Allah will tell a servant that is a messenger is about prayers. But I tell you in that verse, Aqim as-salata inna as-salata tanha anil fahsha'i wal munkar. This is why if you keep praying, try, no problem. Allah may guide you and Allah's mercy will come upon you. But as long as you are praying and yet you are doing the same evil, the same bad attitude, the same, unacceptable attitude that we have in the society, and yet you are praying, as our respected scholar was saying here, concerning the girls. You are praying and you are very good people, very decent and dignified girls. As long as you are praying, make sure that don't do anything. As much as possible, make sure that the attitude that was there before, your prayers, make sure that prayers changes you. Because anybody whose prayers does not change him or her, that person is just exercising. He has no benefit out of it. Malam Falcani Kumomwel, Angale Kama is not my favorite. I don't know why you people are thinking why we should be doing these things in English. You want to be white English or you want to be black English? I don't know. Angale Kama but you know, there are certain circumstances and certain times we must go and take it by we must say it the way we want to say it, well on account. But nonetheless, well, you are the recipient, you are receiving what I'm saying, so I'm not going to impose my ideas upon you. But are you with me? Yes. Are you understanding what I'm saying? Yes. Okay. So this is why prayers is very important. Because one, prayer is the means, the spiritual means that Islam has prescribed or Islam has asked you to perform 5 times daily. These are the obligatory prayers. But you can pray Nawafil as many as you can. But in prayers, you are purifying your soul. You are connecting yourself to Allah. You are reforming your behavior. And you are changing your condition. And you are completely transforming yourself internally and externally. Is anybody here whose prayers is like this? This is why actually let us look at our society. How many mosques have we constructed? And Gambians are very good prayers. They like praying like anything. But you see, after all the prayers, you know, after people come out of the mosque or the jamia, actually what the prayer should prevent them from doing
Immediately at the gate of the mosque, they started doing the same old habits. Don't backbite anybody. But immediately after the mosque, we started backbiting each other. But why? Because we don't understand the meaning of prayers. Because Allah doesn't need your activities or your action of prostration, going on your forehead, standing up, kneeling down. No, Allah doesn't need that. That is for your benefit. But Allah is looking at your heart. It is at your intention, because that is a spiritual connection. Each and everybody has a mobile, and you belong to a network. If that network is bad, you always keep complaining and murmuring and say, Afrisel Bahud Legi, Kiusel Bahud Legi. But your connection with Allah, is it good? What the network are for in the Gambia? Our networks with Allah is very poor. I mean, from our side, the network is powerful and okay, but from our side, the network is very bad. Because we don't know what is the meaning of prayers. Because prayers makes you into a new man. I cannot understand somebody claiming to be a full-fledged Muslim, and yet he cannot be changed by prayers and praying for 60 good years. I can't understand. Because it has to cleanse you of what is called these grudges, these bad languages, these bad attitudes and habits. You have to be a new man. Islam is to reform, Islam is to liberate, and Islam is to change. We cannot be the same. It's not as normal. It's not business as usual. So prayers prevent you from doing evil, and it prevents you from doing what is sinful. Inna salata tanha anil fahsha wal munkar. And it is the fourth commandment that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala would tell the greatest of the messengers, Musa alayhi wa salam, in Surah Al-Taha, and Muhammad sallallahu alayhi wa sallam indirectly in Surah Al-Alaq, that is the blood clots. The first chapter to be revealed. This is why Ibrahim alayhi salam, and Allah says, وَاتَّبِعَ مِلَّةَ إِبْرَاهِيمَ حَنِيفًا. Allah has asked Muhammad himself to follow the methodology. That is the system of Ibrahim. Listen to what Ibrahim was praying, asking from Allah. He wasn't saying that give me money. He wasn't saying give me beauty. He wasn't saying give me that power. He wasn't saying give me that position. He says, Rabbi ij'alni muqima salat. I ask you, Allah, in order to bless me and to endow me and to give me and to strengthen me with the power so that I can be performing what is called prayers, a prayer that is going to change me from a negative person to a positive person. Alhamdulillah, Gambia is blessed not with money, but Gambia is blessed with a very, very young, dynamic, versatile generation. If you people are able to understand and to apply what is being told to you, and it becomes, a means of changing your life, your attitude, the way you look at life, the way you look at yourself, and your connection with your Creator, your connection with your parent, your connection with your society, your connection with your duty as a Muslim, the world will be a better place. But I doubt because the educated has become the uneducated. The uneducated has become the indisciplined. Very sorrowful. But it's our fault because we've not transmitted the correct Islamic values. And this is why we are racing against time to do what we can so that we can contain the situation and bring it according to what Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam has asked us to do. In 23 years, he was able to establish the best of human society on earth. Allah. So, prayers will prevent you from doing evil, will connect you to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Will connect you to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, isn't it? This is why, look, very interesting about prayers. Very interesting about prayers. Isa alayhi salam, when he was telling the Jews, when he condition on earth. He said, وَأَوْصَانِي بِالصَّلَاةِ وَالزَّكَاةِ مَا دُمْتُ حَيًّا. I am asked to perform prayers and to give out alms as long as I'm living. Prayers is here again. After Ibrahim prayed, and here is prayers. Surah Al-Baqarah, listen to this. Alif Lam Mim, ذَلِكَ الْكِتَابُ لَا رَيْبَ فِيهِ هُدًى لِلْمُتَّقِينَ الَّذِينَ يُقِيمُونَ الصَّلَاةَ. That's the first thing. Surah Al-Mu'minun, for you to be a successful Muslim, the Quran says, قَدْ أَفْلَحَ الْمُؤْمِنُونَ الَّذِينَ فِي صَلَاتِهِمْ خَاشِعُونَ. Al-Khushu' in prayer simply means for you to be somebody who is referential, respectable. You respect the time of connecting yourself. It's a time of conscious practice with Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. It is in prayers that you talk to Allah. Muslims are given everything. Allahu Akbar. Moses alayhi salam, Musa. It was only Musa among the children of Israel to whom directly Allah spoke. But a Muslim, in your prayers, you are speaking directly to Allah. Because when you go, you say, Subhana Rabbiyal Azim, Subhana Rabbiyal A'la, Allahu Akbar, as if you are talking to something that is incarnated in front of you. That is present in front of you. So this is why prayers is very important. And you see, one of the important things, so many important things about prayers, I will try one by one, maybe I will be able to give you 5 or 6 or even 10 reasons why prayers is important. You know, we pray individually, but we usually pray in Jama'ah, isn't it? You know, prayers will give you the opportunity to program your mind. Listen to this very carefully. This is why anywhere in the Gambia, when the time is 1:30 to 2 o'clock, every mature Muslim would automatically think of prayers. Isn't it? So you see the importance of prayers. Prayers has caused you to be conscious of time. The same thing applies to Fajr, the same thing to Zuhur, the same thing to Asr, to Maghrib, and to Asha. You are always conscious of time. But I will tell you why the way we pray and the way the Quran asks us to pray is different. Or what Muhammad told us. We are conscious of our prayer time, isn't it? But when we agree on a time to come and conduct a conference or an exam or any other thing in the Muslim community, are we punctual? Allahu Akbar. Just as my venerable Ustaz was saying, we think everything good is about the Tuabu, and everything evil and bad is about African or Gambia. This is wrong. Stop doing that or stop thinking. This is why if you are programmed by prayers 5 times a day, when the time is near, you say, this is what all of us say, isn't it? Then your mind is attached and programmed to a time. Then you must be somebody who is punctual. You must be somebody who is regular. You must be somebody who is disciplined. But how many of you are? How many of you are able to adopt this, what I've just said? This is one of the importance of prayers. It makes you consciousness of time. Because time is very important in Islam. This is why the Quran says, فَلْتَنْظُرُ نَفْسٌ مَا قَدَّمَتْ لِغَدٍ. The mind, the human soul must be conscious of what he has advanced as his deeds that he is going to be rewarded for tomorrow. So Muslims should be people who should be conscious and who should be connected to time. Isn't it? The second thing is prayers make you more disciplined. Because when you are praying, look at yourself or look at people when they are praying. Everybody is standing solemn. and in a respectable manner, and concentrating on one thing, facing one direction, and doing the same action. In fact, if this cannot make you into a disciplined person, then you are a failed person. Because I'll give you the meaning of prayers in Arabic, the language Arabic. I'll come back to the benefits and the advantages, but let me give you the definition of what it means to be prayed. When we say in Arabic as-salat, it is either from heat, that is fire, soliyan, it is fire, heat. Because arguably, when you bring iron or a stick near a fire, what happens? The iron gets hot, but the stick will be burnt, isn't it? This is what prayer does to your soul. It makes you submissive. You humble yourself before Allah. This is why it has 4 different combined meanings. One, it is prayers to call Allah, because this is the original meaning. The second one is to magnify, that is to honor Allah. And the third one is blessings, and the fourth one is mercy. This is the meaning of prayers in the Arabic language. Isn't it? So we say two advantage for prayer. That is one, you become conscious of time. 2, you become a very disciplined person. This is why prayer should make you more disciplined. You should not say any foul language. But Allahu Akbar, Allahu Akbar. According to ya boy, ikawata kana mana. You get that proverb? No, you don't understand it because you understand the proverb, but you don't understand the Gambian proverb. Allah faham. Al-Kalaf imadi, salo fonka mo discipline, ibuka fania fo, but asol kania famo, al-mafa. It means, okay, let me give it in another language. If Aisha put on a very nice dress and pass by, you say, oh, Aisha is beautiful. Aisha, you are bad today, as you always say. Somebody beautiful, you say she is bad. And after some minutes, Fatumata pass by. And you say, Fatumata is more beautiful than Aisha. So in fact, knowing that Fatumata is more beautiful than Aisha, because you first saw Aisha before you saw Fatumata. So this is something very important. We say discipline. We should not be found in our language. A Muslim should not be insulted. A Muslim should not be backbiting. A Muslim should not be demeaning, dehumanizing a brother Muslim or a sister Muslim. You should not do it. Because we say inna salata, because prayer is a means to prevent you from doing evil and something that is bad. That is a prayer that is, accepted by Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. But if your prayers is not accepted, Allah will never change you because you are the one who should change yourself before Allah helps you to change you. Inna Allah la yughayyiru ma biqawmin hatta yughayyiru ma bi anfusihim. Allah will never change the attitude and the condition mentally, psychologically, spiritually of the people until and unless they themselves are the force to effect a change in their attitude. Allah, what a beautiful religion. My venerable Ustaz said it all. It's a religion that is comprehensive. It has said and explained everything. But because of our lack of understanding, because of our inability to put it into practice, we are where we are. And for another 100 years, if we are not careful, we shall be able to go. We shall never go anywhere. Prayers, another advantage of prayers is it creates a climate of unity. We become brothers and sisters. Imagine somebody praying for almost 20 years with his brother or sister in the same mosque, in the same line. Those people should be well unified to become brothers. So a good prayer is in the group, is in the congregation. And that prayer should give you that attitude of unity. When you see a brother, you love a brother as you love yourself. This is one of the advantages of it. And before even going into prayers, let's start with ablution.
Abolition. Because ablution is the key to prayer. You cannot pray without washing or cleansing, spiritual cleaning. That is ablution, isn't it? Look at the essence of ablution and the importance. Somebody who cleanses his organs, the external organs, the hand, the face, the nose, the mouth, 5 times daily or more, I don't think any virus or bacteria will be very brave to attack that person. Isn't it? But when you go to hospitals, 99% of the sick people are weak. You know what? Because we don't do things accordingly. You see, this is very interesting. So another point is, as I told you, prayers create a sense of unity in your mind. You love your brother, you love your sister, because we belong to one religion, and that religion is greater and more powerful than the bloodline. Number 5, prayers will increase your intelligence. Prayers can increase your IQ, your intelligence quotient. Because even if somebody's intelligence quotient is 0.1, an example, and that person 20 years or even 10 years or 5 years, he is praying behind an imam. And that imam is reciting Al-Fatiha every time. I think that person, no matter how stupid he is or she is, he or she will be able at least to memorize some verses in Al-Fatiha. Then prayer's advantage is intelligence. This is why it's very hard to see somebody making mistakes all the time in prayers. I think you observe that. In a month, maybe once, but it will not be more than 3 times in a month. Because you become focused. Every organ of your body is responding to that prayer. You become focused, then there is no mistake. I think all of you can observe that in your mosque. You can be praying for 1 year, and there isn't a day when the imam forgets or make a mistake. Because it gives you that concentration, the power, and you are focused. Isn't it? And prayers at the other end of the benefit is, it gives you that dynamism, that activity for you to... Either you are in ablution or not, it is the first thing that you jump to do in preparation for the prayer. The prayer gives you that action. It's called action and reaction. Whenever you have the call, you are always moving to do the truth. Then prayer should make you into a very good citizen. You know why? When they say a good citizen, whether you are a student, a director, a president, a policeman, a watchman, a cooker, name it, any station that you find yourself, if you are praying correctly, you will only always be a good citizen. Because whenever the time is there, whenever your duty calls you to do it, you will just go straight and do it accordingly. Then prayers can build in you a sense of patriotism, a sense of nationalism, a sense of love for country, a sense of love for your teacher, for your school, for your education, so that you become great tomorrow and you become responsible citizens. And prayers overall, to put everything in a nutshell, to put everything in a very short space, prayer is the only means that will satisfy your soul. You know, I'll give you a very good example. If you are disappointed in life, you don't have university degree, you cannot go to back way, you don't have your own property, land or house, as a girl, you find it very difficult to get a good husband. As a boy, you always find it very difficult to get a good wife. You don't feel despair, don't lose hope. In prayers, Because prayer is something where you can tell Allah, you created me, you know what I'm experiencing, and you know what is my problem. If it is good for me, do it for me. If it is not good for me, don't do it for me. It is only in prayer that you can just feel what is called confidence and hope for yourself. But I think prayer is everything. But before people are easily changed by prayers, I think there is a precondition. That is the condition that should be fulfilled for people to be changed. You know, Islam is not simply a religion that you just limit to 5. Let's say, the faith, the article of faith, La ilaha illallah Muhammad Rasulullah. You must know the meaning of La ilaha illallah Muhammad Rasulullah. And you must interpret the meaning of this article and make it into a system in your life. If you confess or you declare or you say that there is nothing that should be worshipped, there is no God except Allah, don't allow any other God, don't allow any other thing to control you, because you are created and controlled by Allah. Don't associate anything with Allah. If this is properly understood in your mind, nothing will enslave you in your life, and your prayers will be effective in changing your life and your attitude in life. Muhammad Rasulullah, and Allah asks us to follow Muhammad. لَقَدْ كَانَ لَكُمْ فِي رَسُولِ اللَّهِ أُسْوَةٌ حَسَنَةٌ لِمَنْ كَانَ يَرْجُو اللَّهَ وَالْيَوْمَ الْآخِرَ. It is true conduct. Muhammad is the role model. If we should follow his examples in his attitude, the way he talked to people, the way he interacted with people, the way he had good intentions for people, because Allah has sent him rahmatan lil alameen. But we have a problem, psychological problem in the Muslim community. We hate each other. We want the downfall of each other. We are warring against each other. We are denigrating each other. We are dehumanizing each other. We are insulting each other. Why should we do that? Do we want publicity? Do we want money? Do we want to be recognized? We must clean our hearts in order to follow Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam. For iqam salah, in prayer you are human, you are humble, you serve Allah, you are submissive, you are a true Muslim, because what you do is to seek the pleasure of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. And in zakat, what you have that didn't belong to you, Allah has entrusted you with that. Give it to your brothers. That is the zakat. That is the social dimension or the social side of Islam. So brothers and sisters, to wind up everything, the importance of Salah is it connects you to Allah. And consciously for that matter, the importance of Salah is it makes you into a regular disciplined person. The benefit of Salah is it prevents you from doing what is evil. Because if you want to do evil, you always think, look, prayer is coming or Allah is watching over me, then you will stop doing it. The devil will never have power over you and never have an authority to tell you to do something that is against the commandments of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. As a youth, boys and girls, I will refer you to a chapter in the Holy Quran, Surah Luqman. Allahu Akbar. Surah Luqman. Luqman has given 8 commandments, orders to his son. Luqman has given 8 orders or commandments to his son to do. And he has asked him not to do only 4. لا تشرك بالله ولا تمشي في الأرض مرحا ولا تصغر خدك للناس ولا تصاحبهم. Not to do only 4 and ask him to do 8. When you combine them, it is 12 commandments. 4 not to do and 8 to do. 4 plus 8 is how much mathematically? It's 12. No, I say it's 13. Why is it 12? I said 13. And why is it 12? Why is it 12? Tell me, time is moving. Why is it 12? You are taught in class that 8 plus 4 is 12, isn't it? Yes. So this is 4. And when I put 8, you count it on the fingers, it is 12. But I say it is 13. Can you argue with me? Huh? Am I wrong or are you right? I am wrong. And you are right. This is very good. This is what is called a critical moment in your school. Whatever you want to accept, it must be based on reason and facts. Don't say because he said Ustaz, so what he saying is correct. No, yours is correct. This is called critical thinking. This is what Islam actually is. I think you get my point? So anything you want to accept, make sure that it is based on reason, not to be based on any fantasy or mere ideas. As our venerable Sheikh said, he said, don't be fooled by ideas, but know the value of the idea before you take it. So, this is at least some, not all. I think time is up. Not yet time. So these are some of the benefits of prayer. And as I say, prayers will make you into a very humble citizen. You know, in Africa or in Gambia particularly, we have a problem. Sometimes in the street you see people, quarreling. Somebody from a Pajero, a tinted glass, will just come down of his car. And he will say, Yaron Kamujumaleti. What a foolish person. What a foolish person. Yaron Kamujumaleti, you are absolutely nothing. You are just a Gambian equal to any other Gambian. That mentality of oppression is over. A true Muslim should not allow to be oppressed. To be given that sense of fear, to see himself as low and to see others as high. Because you say, Ashhadu an la ilaha illallah. There is no God that I'm supposed to worship except Allah, because Allah is greater than everything. That human being telling you, Yaron Kamutumalati, he is absolutely nothing. Because Allah is greater than everything. You see how Islam transforms you? Because it removes what is called fear out of your mind. It gives you confidence in Allah and in yourself. And the same thing applies when it comes to our attitude towards technology. Whatever we see, we say, hey, Allah is one. Allah is one. Allah will make us one. You know, this is unjust. Because people Allah is one. Which means Allah made us one. Allah don't Clinton. And you are associated injustice to Allah. Don't do that. Because you say, Ashhadu an la ilaha illallah. Because you don't understand yourself. You don't understand who you are. You are given everything. You are given intelligence. Your mind, you are exactly equal to the Torah. He is just the color, is colored, and you are black. But look, they will tell you a colored people, they are the black, and they will tell you they are white people, and you are black. You are not black. Carrero wala cafe. And in the mobile, the color black is always associated with lifeless objects. But they fool you that you are black. That black, that's why you are sent into bleaching your body. Or you're killing yourself. And if it is because of your death, tomorrow judgment awaits you. And start a serious one. So prayer will make you into a liberated person. Imagine somebody in a state of prayer, prostrated, putting his forehead on the ground. He has no fear. He knows that Allah is watching over him, and Allah can prevent all the enemies when they want to jump on him, because your face is on the ground. You prostrated yourself for the sake of Allah. Then it gives you that bravery and that confidence. So sisters and brothers, daughters and sons, end of this discourse is what? Be full of confidence in yourself. Increase your faith in Allah. Be very devoted to Islam. And know whatever you are doing in Islam is supported and based on knowledge. Then seek knowledge, as Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam has said, "Talabul ilmu farida ala kulli muslim." Then I think we can just please. Sometimes question and answers will occupy the other side of it, and we cannot say everything. It has to be in sessions. We can't stop here, and we say Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
Yes, this question I was asking to Sheikh, but unfortunately, we were not able to give question and answer session. So, the question is, what is the logical reason behind Muslims for the other not to pass over there? What is the logical reason behind that?
Can you please be attentive, please? I think the question is, you're asking what is the logic? What is the logic or the reason why our president, especially tells us to not go beyond the elbow? Yeah, well, listen, it's a very good question. What you see, because it is a commandment, it is a directive from Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam. So when it is a directive from Muhammad, we don't need to seek for a specific logic. We know that it's going to be an entire logic benefit is there. But on another hand, just to add something to that, Islam is a complete system of life and living. Every civilization has its identity. This is why when somebody puts up a quote, Nimoye quote on Gambia, I didn't quote it down. Gambia go to Angola. Isn't it? Gambians sometimes they are mentally out. You see? Because Islam wants us to have a specific identity. So by putting on that dress, whatever somebody sees you, that person automatically will know that your civilization, your dress points to that civilization, and automatically you can know that this is my brother or this is out of another, belongs to another. This is what I can answer. I cannot tell you not to attend it. In fact, it depends on the person's ability and the person's resources. If there are other schools, because that is based on your personal desire, choice. If there are other schools, for example, a school is there, which I don't allow any hijab in my school, and you know that hijab is something that is compulsory on you, go and find another school. You should not be somebody against the interest of the others. So you go and do your find another school. But if there is no other school except that school, and seeking knowledge you must do it, I think you have to make some compromise, discuss with the management, with the principal, maybe they can allow you to put it in charge.
Mm-hmm.